Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about floods and lessons learned. Obviously, we'll be talking more about the responses to the flood as more information comes out. But we're going to do our little tradition and provide information about what to do in the event of flooding. But first, we got a message from somebody who was in the flood. Quote, Miss Belle, I survived due to luck mostly. I don't even know where my car is anymore. But I made it through the aftermath and my friend and I were okay waiting because of this channel. I made a bag for emergencies following the instructions on this channel and really just did it as an activity with my ex-boyfriend. We used everything except the first aid kit, which is good, right? I know you're going to do a "This is how to survive a flood" video soon, because you always do it after a big disaster. I have tips. My ex liked to be on the water, so my emergency bag was packed in one of those plastic bags that folds down. Well, it floated. That was clutch. Also, I had a little Christmas fireplace log that I stuck in there for no reason. It was the only thing we could find that was dry to burn at first. I'd also save for more of the water bags in there just in case, because we only had about a day left when the boat came. Okay, so as far as the bags, we have tons of in-depth videos on that. But the general idea is to have a pre-packed bag with everything you need to provide food, water, fire, shelter, first aid kit to include your meds, and a knife. You might think that you have all that stuff somewhere in your house, but it has to be together because you may not have much time in an emergency. There's 3 tips in the message and they're all good. If you live in a flood-prone area, put your kit in a dry bag or find a way to waterproof the contents at least. I think what she means by little Christmas fireplace log is a Duraflame log, or maybe one of their starter logs. And that definitely makes sense in an area where everything is waterlogged by a flood. Then the last one is water bags, which definitely means Daytrex drinking water pouches. Good job remembering to not drink flood water. And yeah, extra water is always good. So, that brings us to the information about floods and the do's and don'ts. We're going to focus a little on moving first. Driving, walking, swimming, and so on in floodwaters is extremely dangerous, especially in the beginning of the flood. The waters are probably moving much faster than they look. Fast-moving water that's just half a foot in depth can knock you down. A foot's worth can move your vehicle. It's best to simply avoid trying to move in water if at all possible. However, given the fact that early warning seems like it's going to be less and less dependable as Trump's cuts make more of an impact, the situation might be unavoidable. 2 important things to remember if you're driving on the edge of a flood zone. Bridges with fast-moving water underneath should be treated as though they are unsafe. And another thing that every one of the team that has gone into a flood zone has been surprised by is that roads can wash out in sections and appear as though they are still there. Your goal should be to get to high ground. That can be literally higher elevation, or it could be the second story of a sturdy structure. Remember, don't go into a place you can't get out of. If you go into an attic, make sure you can create a way out if need be. Develop a plan today. If you're near a river or an area prone to flooding, you need to know where you're going to go and know multiple ways to get there. Try to plan routes that don't go over bridges. Take the time today. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.